This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House, the Stone Jug.
Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We're here. We're back. We're in the jug. We braved the storm.
We sure did.
Yeah, definitely. It's coming down a little bit. Not that bad though.
They're saying tomorrow is supposed to be the coldest day this generation's ever seen.
Wow.
I was trying to do 360s on River Road on the way down.
A negative 35 with the wind chill.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like Siberian.
That's insanely cold.
Yeah.
Hot dog would love it.
Hot dog would love it, yeah.
Wrapped in a blanket.
You ain't gonna see any fucking dolphins tomorrow.
No, we're not gonna see any dolphins, that's for sure.
All right. No. But tonight we're here. So the music that you just heard at the beginning of the show, and the beginning of a lot of these shows, is a little project we've got that's called Phriendly Phoes. With me and our friend Pete here. Red Rucus is in the house.
Yo.
Red Rucus on the show.
Yes, first time in a long time.
Yeah, man. So this is a thing that we do, and I don't know, what is it? What is it? You're the hype man. You've been hyping the whole town up for this shit.
Dude. I'm 41 years old. I've played with you for a while in a band called the G-Spot Punchers, which was absolutely fucking fantastic. And you called me one day and said, "Do you want to do a jam project?" And I said, "Abso-freaking-lutely." So I don't know where you want to take that. It's all in your brain. I just go with it. But I would probably say it's a little space funk jam. We do our own little twists into things. And the way you worded our poster is fantastic. We are exploring the music of Phish as well as other bands. It's not Phish.
And it's not a cover band.
It's not a cover band. We'll do some Phish tunes, but
just because we love the songs. Those are great songs.
Oh, yeah. I've been to millions and millions of shows, and we don't even play one song the same time twice. So just like they don't.
We're using exactly like they do. They use the song as an excuse to jam.
Exactly.
Spit through a couple verses of this and then go off.
Exactly. If they want to melt your face, they'll melt your face. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to get at, but we'll see how it goes. We're doing good. We're doing good.
And there's definitely a backbone of hip hop involved. With the drum machine and the whole, it's a loop station thing. It's the two of us. It sounds like a bunch of people.
It's definitely a different type of music. You're gonna get it. Some people won't. Some people will actually get it. Cause
anybody with a soul, get
it. Yeah.
If you don't like this, you're dead inside.
Anybody that wants to get down is gonna get it.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what it is.
We do.
What's fun about
we just go into space and find out what we want to go off of each other on.
Oh, and the great part is they're going to be doing their first show ever right here at the Old Stone Jug.
Yeah.
Saturday, February 9th, 8 o'clock p.m.
Ooh, yes.
We're going to be back in the Moose Room, jamming with the Moose.
Jamming with the Moose.
Jamming with the Moose.
Yeah. And it'll be fun. It'll be cool. Very not like any other cover bar band around here at all.
No, not even close.
You guys will hear some stuff that's probably gonna blow your mind. There'll be a lot of surprises coming out, and a lot of people that have seen me in G Spots have seen me do some things. But I got a lot of talents that haven't even come out yet. So
yeah,
you'll see a bunch of crazy stuff from us too. I mean, the leader of this band is pretty much running the show. He sets up a lot of stuff, and I'm just a part of it. You know what I mean? But I like to get tapped into his brain, and we usually feed off each other pretty well. We've played together for a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I wanted to do. Is like it's a loop. The whole thing is built around this loop station. So I'm layering all the different parts, but that can become very monotonous and mechanical. So you want to play with somebody else. So there is a musical conversation happening, but not like if you add another instrument like a piano or a bass or something, you're kind of taking away loops. Now it has to be percussive. The whole thing's percussive. Even the chords I'm playing are percussive. it was like, well, all right, we need some fucking just booms and baps on top of this, and then you brought all sorts of shit involved.
That's it, baby.
Because we have people who are like, there's only 2 of you. Well, I'll come jam, and it's like, we'll say this is a whole other beast. Like it's not like a sit in and jam.
We're not opposed to that, but
we'll
this
get
little
that.
Project is Phriendly Phoes. There's 2 of us, and that's all you're gonna get.
Because once you add more people, it becomes a different thing. The whole point is to create a giant amount of noise with just the 2 of us.
Yep. Too hard to get other people involved, but we're down to jam with other people, but you're not gonna join the band, put it that way.
Right. Yeah. The band is formed.
The band is formed. Yeah. And the name of the band is definitely formed.
Yep.
Yeah, you came up with the name.
I came up with that name 5 o'clock driving to work, and I'm like, you know what? We like to take Phish songs and put our own twist into them and use their talents and feed off of that. And I'm like, you know what? We can't be associated with Phish. Like, we don't want to be Phish because nobody's ever going to be Phish. You're never going to touch that fucking band. So what we just do our own thing and put our own little twists into it and our own little quirkiness, and that's how it goes, and we'll feed off each other, and sometimes we'll take you in a different dimension. But what the whole thing is, I was driving to work and I'm like, you know what, we gotta have some incorporation with the band but not be Phish. And so I said, why can't we be the Phriendly Phoes? And I used the PH for each name. So Friendly is PH and then Phoes PH. So that gives us that little incorporation. And, you see all these little younger Phish heads and everybody else saying, friends and family. It's all spelled with PH, which is cool. It's, that's how shit goes right now. But so I came up with this name, and I called him when I got to work. I actually texted my buddy Therm at like 6:45 in the morning, probably still sleeping, but I'm at work, and I'm like, what do you think about Phriendly Phoes? And he texted a couple hours later, he goes, absolutely ridiculous. He goes, it rolls off your tongue. I'm like, doesn't it? I go, hey, we're going to go out and check the Phriendly Phoes out tonight.
Phonetic. It's
rolls
very
off your
phonetic,
tongue. Rolls off your tongue.
I don't know if that's the right word.
And I'm going to tell you something funny a little later. He texted me about an hour later. He's like, the more I think of it, he's like, we can be your friends, but we can get real fucking evil too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is perfect.
Like, we're your friends, but it's going to get weird.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to help you out and walk you through the weirdness. But it'll get strange.
We can take you to dark places too. Trust me.
I know. That's what I feel like. That's our set list. Is go. Do you guys want happy or sad?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you feel tonight?
And we play something heavy, and then they do too sad, happy, and then go back up.
Either way, it's going to be a fun time on February 9th.
Yeah, sure. February 9th at the Jug.
It's our first gig.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time.
First gig. This place will be mob scene, and we're absolutely going to blow the doors off this place because we've been practicing really hard, and we got some stuff, and guess what? You're going to either like it or you're not, and if you don't, who cares? But we're going to blow the doors off the place, baby.
Or it might be a total disaster, and that'll be fun, too.
Oh, sure.
That'll be fun to watch.
We're melting. We're melting.
That's the best part about it. We don't know what we're going to get.
Yeah, neither do I.
But, there's no cover. It's a free show. Yeah. So come on down and check it out.
Absolutely. I know what I'm going to get.
It's going to be the first of many shows by these gentlemen here.
Yeah. Okay. What's been going down at the Jug? How's it going lately? We'll check in. We haven't been here in a while.
I know. That's what I was just saying before the show. I feel like we haven't done a show in forever. I know it's only been like 2.5 weeks, but still.
The weeks, they just fly by.
It's always fun coming here.
It's the dead of winter. It's 15 degrees out every day, so business is not business as usual, but I've been booking a shit ton of parties and shit like that, and every weekend I've got a party booked every weekend for the next 2 months.
Nice, man.
Which is what gets you through the winter around here. If you can't do that, then you ain't gonna make it.
This is it's pretty cozy though. It's a cozy ass little bar. Like, it's a fun place to spend a blizzard if you want to be snowed in somewhere. Right?
It's probably not going to be a blizzard on the 9th, but if it was, it'll be even danker.
The funny thing about this place is over the years, and I've seen it a dozen times, if not more, is whenever we do have blizzard-like conditions and, generators around town and everything like that go down and everybody's out of power, this place is fucking packed.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. Like, everyone's like, well, there's no power at home. Like, let's go to the fucking Jug and get fucked up.
I've been
so
there.
we set out about 50 candles, and everyone just gets shit tanked.
That's so creepy because it's such an old place too. Like that's
Oh
really
man,
cool.
it takes you right back into the freaking 1800s.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, which is as we all know, when this place was built.
Yeah. All the
So-
women are like, oh no.
Yeah.
How far is this gonna go?
Right. It was funny. We had a business association meeting here about a week and a half ago, and we dug up a bunch of old pictures and blew them up from right around the turn of the century, like 1910, 1920, somewhere around there.
Wow. Like
And you look at
photographs?
Yeah, photographs, black and whites, obviously, and
Pictures.
HD?
and on all the signs out front, there's like a Coca-Cola sign, and then there's all these signs that say tables for women in the back, because women weren't allowed at the bar back
That's
then,
so funny.
which
You
is
sit in
just
the back.
crazy to think about.
You sit in the back.
So there's all these signs on there though that say seating for women in the back, like
That's
tables for women in
hilarious.
the back, like
No,
you're like
because-
so everyone's asking me, they're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, dude, you gotta realize what time it was. Like,
1800s, dude.
I get it. I
You
get it.
cook, you clean, you sit in the back.
I get it. They were probably loud as fuck.
That don't happen now.
Chatting.
We sit in the back.
yeah, right.
Chatting, yelling at each other, being loud as fuck.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
Yeah,
It's like, there's the quiet car on the train.
Sit down back there.
yeah,
And then there's the loud car.
right.
Pipe down back there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, how the times change. It is funny to
Every
go.
person's in a top hat. You know?
Yeah,
Hey,
like, that's just normal. It's funny
Kentucky
to
Derby.
see what was like just totally normal, and they're like, "This is how it'll be forever."
Right.
And they never expected the changes.
No,
That's so funny.
like
And-
women's rights.
yeah. Well, that's one too. Yeah. What you mean they can sit at the bar, dude? They can vote.
Yeah.
What?
They can definitely vote.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's true.
That's funny.
Evil.
We went to we were in Philly recently, and we went to the Revolutionary War Museum, and dude, it's so funny because you see like there's a big exhibit where they tore down a statue of King George, and then there's a whole exhibit about the propaganda and the two papers who are printing completely different stories, and whoever owns the paper prints his opinion, and you're just looking at it, you're like, shit has not changed at all. We always think this is the craziest time ever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's just the same fucking 10 years over and over again.
Right.
And it's like,
That's so
you know,
funny.
yeah, but we're always like, no, this is how it'll be forever. No
Yeah.
women in the front. And then 10 years later, oh, what? Changes?
We're in the back.
Yeah.
Your ass
Right.
is in the back, dude.
Historical.
Fuck you. You're in the back.
All genders are welcome on the 9th.
That's right.
Women in the front.
Oh,
Women in the
please,
front.
women in the front for me. I'm single.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I hope you dance your ass off for me.
Yeah, we got to get funky.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna get.
There's
fucked.
going to be some dancing going on. There's no doubt about that.
Probably gonna be a lot of dancing. First set's gonna be fun. Second set, you probably should tie up your shoes. So,
I mean, we've had a lot of in that back room, too. That's where we used to play, like, every week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
So we've
G
had-
spots, baby.
There's, the echoes of some crazy nights back there.
Very, very
Yep.
crazy nights.
I used to stand on a stain of our
Yeah.
friend's blood
Yes.
because he got in a fight and he was bled like right where I stand.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
used to look down and see the stain. I'm
there
like,
it is.
"Yeah, that's from Dave's head."
That's
Yeah.
from Dave's. That's from Dave's head, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
wail out.
He got
on
beat
this
up by
right
a 60-year-old man. It was great. And he was 25.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well,
Yeah.
Either way, it's still going to be a fun, eventful evening.
Maybe there'll be some
February 9th.
completely
You should come down. Friendly
aged,
Foes.
different fights.
Yes.
Fight the elderly at the job.
We don't want that.
If you can't stop the
'Cause
groove,
as we know, that the elderly always kick everybody, all these younger folks' asses.
Oh, those videos are the best. When you see like a Vietnam vet just getting hassled on the train and he just snaps and just knocks some
beats
kid
the
out.
fuck
Yeah.
thug life.
So satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
I know.
You don't really see that
the
here.
shit out of you, kid.
No.
This is a pretty peaceful
You
place.
take your best shot first, son.
That best shot doesn't even land.
Yeah. God no. Get this shit
Good
kicked out of you
try.
in 3 punches.
Now you're going down, son.
I learned this jujitsu move in 1963, kid. You're done.
So anyway, we've had some good parties going. We had a party of about 55 last weekend.
Yeah.
For an 80th birthday, actually.
Jeez.
So the age range was from about 8 years old to 80 years old.
Kids running.
All family and close friends, but they were a great group, and we love the business this all year round. But
of course,
this time of year, it's great when these people.
That's got to be pretty chill, though. It's like they're having their private. It's like this is just their house, and you're catering their party.
Yep,
it's pretty chill. It's not like crazy.
They were super excited. It was funny. I was bringing the food out, and we did it in the big back room back here, and we were bringing the food out. We did it was just a buffet style, but we roll our own pizza logs here and Reuben logs, and we make our own homemade chicken fingers, everything like that.
Logs.
And I'm bringing the food out, and this guy that's right around my age is standing in line, and his kid, who's like 9 or 10, comes up to him, and he tugs on his shirt. He goes, "Hey, Dad, they're bringing out more pizza logs."
That's good,
the
son.
Dad's like, "That's good. That's
son.
great, son." He's like, "I know."
I'm drinking more beer, son.
That kind of shit like just makes me smile and makes me happy, because it just shows that we're doing a good job here.
Yeah, they're bringing out more pizza.
Yeah,
the pizza logs are
so
coming
excited.
out.
It was like the best day of his life. More pizza logs and then cake.
Can I just go up and get them, Dad? Can I get them?
Oh, dude, when I brought him out, he stopped me. The kid stopped me before I could get to the table.
Are you the manager of this bar?
He goes, "Are those pizza logs?"
Those better be good,
I
Dad.
go, "They sure are." He's like,
Would you
"Can
like
I
some?"
get one now?" I'm like, "Here you go, son."
Here, kid. Here you go,
That's
kid.
good, man. He's at this
Can I get
80-year-old's
two?
party. He's all
Yeah.
bored. He's
Utah,
like,
give me
at
two.
least there's something to look forward to.
Right.
He had
Yep.
something to do. Last time we did a show here, we ordered a ton of food before we left. Like, we sat here, did the second half of the show. It looked like we were catering a wedding. That's how much food we walked out of here with. It was just for the two of us.
We're going to eat all this?
Yeah, and we did. Patty
we
melts,
did.
pizza
And we did.
logs.
Patty
it was
melts.
fucking decadent. So, yeah, the food here is phenomenal. Come grub up on the 9th
Yes.
before you groove out.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just don't grub up too
out.
much.
Grub up and groove out. It sounds like a carpenter's slogan.
Grub up, groove out.
We're all about the slogans here at the Old Stone Jug.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. I didn't tell. All right. So we did talk about New Year's last time, but I didn't say how night one at MSG, how we got into the building. We're walking.
It's always interesting in New York City. Trust me. I've been to a million Phish shows there. It's always interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the story.
Well, the interesting thing is how simple this story is. We're walking next to the building with the whole crowd of people around to the front, and there's a dude on the side of the building, and there's like a little metal barricade, like the things to line people up, and he's in a security jacket, and he goes, "Hey, you guys can come in here, all sections, come inside." And there's no line, there's nobody.
Right.
And all the people in front of us just kept walking, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. I don't know. And Lee just turned, she's like, "Oh, okay, let's go." And I'm like, "Hey, what? Not like we just
Where
went
are you
into
going, Lee? Why are you doing this?
into the building." Yeah, I was like, "No," because I'm like,
You've never been to a Phish show ever. What the hell are you doing?
This is all I know is this some guy in a security jacket who's fucking with us.
You're in New York City. You've never been to a Phish show.
We're about to
What
get
do you-
locked in a janitor's closet.
We're going in to
And
get
our
our
ticket's
ticket
stolen.
Our ticket's
Yeah.
stolen, and that dude's going to go sit front row.
So we walk into this hallway. There's nobody there. We go up these stairs. It's empty. There's nobody there. And we come to around the corner, and then there's security with a metal detector and the little thing you put your
How
keys
the
in the tray.
Fuck did you two get in here?
And it was like an empty airport. There was nobody there. And we're just like, we can come. They're like, yeah, come on. I'm like, my whole day, I'm just like, we're going to be in line for fucking hours. This is going to be mayhem.
This is it. We're going to miss the first 3 songs. I've done it plenty of times. Don't
We
worry about
walk
it.
in.
It's still awesome even after 3 songs.
Yeah. And we walk in and we just boop, boop, and go through the thing. And they're like, okay, have fun.
Wow.
And we're just in an empty hallway.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And we walk out and then we come around and we're in the lobby. And I
Wow.
look and there's a line out the door.
Right.
All
We're
these
in.
kids
You're
are
not.
waiting. And
we're
just,
in. You're not.
We
Fuck
just
you.
went around 600 people.
600 or like 30,000.
It was crazy. And that was the first night. So I guess if you go to a show there, just wander around the building and find a guy with an open door.
I do believe you had fantastic seats for that night too. Diagonal left side of Mike,
looking down the stage.
Yeah, diagonal left side of Mike.
That's
it looked pretty cool.
On the last episode, when the kids sat down and immediately started, "Hey, can you do things for us? Really?
Yeah.
No. Can we have your tickets for those tickets, and then you guys can go sit there? No,
Get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get out of here.
We all paid the same price for these things. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
I flew on a plane.
I flew on a plane. You live here. Guess
Yeah.
what? Go out and get a different ticket if you want to get closer, bitch.
That's right.
Yeah, so that was.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We've taken over lots of aisles in my day, but when you're in MSG, every place in that place is an awesome place to see that fucking band. And I've seen them behind stage very, very many a times, from probably 2010 all the way to 2014. I just stopped going because it cost me way too much money to have fun. But anyways, it's a great place to see that fucking band.
What is it? The Chase Bridge?
Yeah,
It's like way at the top. Like it's like a fucking plank hanging from the ceiling that you sit at.
There's been people up there. I have never been up there.
You're like floating. It's crazy looking.
Wow,
I've
really?
seen some fantastic
awesome.
New Year's shows there. I do believe 2011 I was there. I sat on page side for New Year's night, and I got to see some ridiculous. I mean, I seen Steam for the first time in Cuyahoga Falls at 4 rows back, which was absolutely ridiculous. And I actually called that song. I was like, I seen a lady running with a sign. I'm like, I think they're gonna play Steam right now. And they actually ripped the shit out of it that night. And, everybody this year seen Spaceballs, and they're all getting lifted up in the air. But back then, that was the first time actually they had people in the crowd that were hooked up to the ceiling, and they were getting pulled up for the whole Steam song.
That's gotta freak some people out.
Oh yeah, dude.
For sure.
You got
If you're like got a head full of whatever and you're at one of those shows,
there's a lot of people with head fulls
and
of
you
things.
don't know that that's coming. It's gotta freak you out.
Fluffhead's got a powerful pills.
It's got like if you don't know it's part of the show, I guess you just get confused.
Yeah, because
sure.
Believe me, that person that was next to you is very well informed, and his ass is getting lifted in the air during the song. So when you see your buddy go up in the air and his legs are dangling, just clap for him, because you don't know what the fuck's going on. And he probably shit his pants anyway. So
Like he got raptured.
He definitely got raptured. Either to say, that was a fantastic
So I think that's
show.
what we're going to do on the 9th. We're going to have some people hooked up to some wires.
You're only going up 3 feet off the floor, don't worry.
Yeah, it's not a high ceiling, but it's for the show.
You can jump higher.
Yeah.
It's for the illusion.
Well, maybe we'll cut a hole in the ceiling. They can go straight up through my office, and
Yeah.
Cap will be sitting there. Look at you. Are you enjoying the show?
sitting at my desk up there.
Are
going,
you?
what the fuck?
Yeah. Are you enjoying the show?
What are you doing in here?
Come buying me. All right, you got to drop back down.
Back down to the show, son.
Yeah.
So, anyways, your experience, Therm, that was that your first actually New Year's show ever in New York City?
Phish show at MSG, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's fantastic. That's
Yeah, it was
outstanding.
pretty
I was
dope.
kind of pumped for you when you said you're going to that. I was kind of jealous because I did have tickets offered to me. I just didn't have the funds to make it. And
Yeah.
I have taken a hiatus from MSG, even though that place is absolutely badass to the bone. I just, sometimes you need a hiatus when you go from 4 to 5, 6 years in a row to the same place for New Year's every year. It's fun as fuck, but you just need a break every once in a while. Your brain needs a break. Your body needs a break. Your whole
It is
fucking
exhausting.
your whole system needs a break. Oh, I know. I talked to you. I was like, dude, how are you even surviving? You want to practice right now? He's like, well, you just went on a 2-day run.
I came home jazzed up, ready to go.
Jizzy jazz.
Because they played a bunch of
Ready.
songs that I was
Jizzy jazz.
like, why the fuck have we never thought about playing that?
Right.
They play, I'm like, oh shit.
This
I forgot
kid
about
comes
that.
home and calls me. He's like, we need to start jamming this. We need to start jamming this. I go, oh, you had fun at your first fucking Phish show at MSG.
Yeah.
This kid, the kid that runs this place here, we've been on several Phish shows together. We've did actually a whole summer run together.
You and the captain used to live together.
Yeah,
We
Back in the
did.
G-Spot days.
Cap.
That's right.
Cap and I used to live at my current house at 771 Raymond Drive. If you want to come over, you can come to my door, but I might not let you in. But it doesn't matter. He used to live with me, and it was always an adventure with this guy.
Well.
It's always an adventure, and we'd do G-Spot shows here, and I do believe the three of us would where we took this Phriendly Phoes thing was actually started in my basement.
That's when it all began,
it
really.
actually really all
if you
began
think
in my
about it.
basement. Yeah, it really did. Me and Thurman would do some G-Spot shows here, and we'd go in the basement and bring the loop pad back and just start doing beats. And we actually created a thing called Pete's Beats, which is for me.
Yep.
I'm not going to give it away. You'll hear it eventually. But, we started this thing called Pete's Beats. And
it's Reggie Watts, because we saw a thing about Reggie Watts.
He is one of my
it.
idols. He's one of my idols. I mean, I'll never be a Reggie Watts.
So it was all loops through our mouths.
Yes, we did all vocal.
Yeah, that was a really fun time.
Yeah, vocal jams, and we actually took it to another level. We actually moved up to my music room upstairs where there were shotguns and everything else. And we actually,
oh my God, we looped a shotgun sound.
We incorporated.
Forgot about that.
We incorporated it. I mean, when we first started this, we got crazy because we were looping like 17 things, and that's not what you want to do. You want to get like 4 or 5 main things and loop them through, and they just sound badass. But in our early days of starting this, we got pretty silly because we just would want to loop over each other.
We just layer.
I mean, next thing you know, you got 17 loops going. You're like, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what the hell's happening here. It just sounds like a bunch of things. But all of a sudden, you bring a shotgun out, and it's like, bang!
We looped in the shotgun.
Yeah, we actually
in the guns.
Therm started these podcasts a while back, and he actually started using some of those Pete's Beats.
A lot of the Pete's Beats was on the
And actually, I do believe one of them, he actually included a video.
We made a few videos.
An old school video, and actually we used one of Pete's Beats with the shotgun thing in it. Actually, it was pretty dope.
I would take old like Harold Lloyd movies of him like riding on the train.
It was a Harold Lloyd movie with riding on the train, and we actually used, I forget the name of that beat, but it was definitely, we used the shotgun. I think Stevie took over some of my percussion instruments, and then me and Therm here, dude, we do a lot of vocals, and it's pretty badass. It actually all started in my basement, and it really stemmed from that, and it's pretty dope. It really is. I mean, I'm not giving anything away here, but what we're transforming this little duo of a band into is pretty badass because it started in that basement, and yeah, we're incorporating some bands and covering songs, but we're not even doing them to the full extent.
It all comes from that groove.
Oh, it definitely comes from that groove.
That's the thing about everything you like and everything you know started 10 years before you think it did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
You read about a band, and then you're like, oh, they started here, where I became aware of them. Like, no, they were jamming. It started with 2 guys in a basement jamming some other thing.
Right.
And we would do this after we would play for 3 hours for a fucking pack full of bar. And we'd go home and be like, you know what, let's get silly.
Let's keep this thing rolling.
Let's keep it.
Put a little twist on it, take a little turn.
That's it.
Private after parties.
And let's go.
That's it. I'll tell you, though, living with one of my best friends here it was a great time in my life because I go down to my camp all the time, and I'm a hunter, and I do things you wouldn't think as I'm a hunter because I like to play music and stuff, and that's maybe not the thing, but I kill a lot of shit and I eat it all, and it's fantastic. But I'd come home on Sundays and I'd be like, Cap is a big football fan. I'm a hunting fan.
Yeah, we used to watch the games there.
Yeah. And I'd come home to a household of like 13 to 15 people. I'm like, this is fantastic. I love this, dude. I've been gone for 2 days.
What's going on? Football's what's going on.
I've been in the woods for 2 days.
I made a shit ton of food. Eat.
Yes, I've been in the woods for 2 days. I'm dead ass tired to come home, and there's chicks, and there's Cap, and there's everything. I'm like, oh my God, I love you, buddy. I go, dude, you got chili going. You got everything going. I go, God, can you live with me forever? I don't have to do anything.
He would make chili out of the stuff you killed.
Yes, absolutely.
I sure would.
He's like my best friend, but he's not even a chick, but he would do fucking chick things, and he'd make me the meals.
It's like
and
a common
cook
law
everything.
marriage.
I would kill the shit, and Cap would cook it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is a fucking phenomenal cook, by the way.
I remember winning.
Thanks, bud.
I won like $100 on like a football thing we did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
We all put $5 on it.
Yeah.
And then we weren't even watching the game. We were upstairs making beats.
Right.
Therm, you won.
Yeah. You won. What are you guys doing?
I win? $100.
What are you guys doing?
Right.
We're making music. Pipe down. We're making music.
They're like,
Is Stephen LaBarber down there? He needs to come up and add into this.
They're like, you didn't even watch the fucking game, and you won the money?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, that's the trick.
That's the trick. Now you guys know how to win.
You're making beats with shotguns, but you won the money.
Throw $5 down and leave. I know, yeah, because there were other people in the house.
Oh, my God.
They just hear shotguns clanking upstairs. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I don't think I came home where there wasn't 10 people on a Sunday in my house for like a year and a half.
Well, no, just during football season.
Just football, yeah. Well,
dude, there was
17 weeks a year.
17. That's pretty much all the hunting season.
It's definitely all hunting season.
And then all of a sudden, Cav and I started living together again. I wouldn't see him for a couple of days, and then he'd come home and I'd be like, "Hey, buddy, where you been?" And he's like, "Oh, busy,
Doing things.
busy."
Yeah, I met this girl.
met
Oh
her.
yeah, when's she coming over? Well, it's over. We had a really nice weekend.
When you're at camp, when you're
We
at
figured,
camp.
why ruin a good thing?
Yeah, I settled down. I settled down every night. I love you, Ma.
That's right.
Mom, I love you.
What is it called? What is it? The hoof?
Oof.
There was, I do remember watching a lot of games there. And there was one, like, I'm not a football guy. I like the games. They're fun. I like snacks and hanging out with friends.
Snacks.
But there was
There's
one
always good
time
snacks.
where the Bills were winning. And it was the first time in weeks. And everybody was fucking amped. And then in like the last 10 seconds of the game, there was like an interception and it just all crashed down. And I couldn't stop laughing. I was trying so hard to not laugh, but it was so funny to watch everybody just get so disappointed. Yeah. And they were like, "We're going to fucking kick your ass, dude. I'm serious." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I can't stop."
Hey, I
don't mean it.
I want to stop laughing, but it was too funny. It was perfect.
I own the house, and I used to walk in that all the time when they lose because I'm a Bears fan, and everybody knows
So
that.
you'd be all happy.
But it's my best friend, and everybody like, I'm like, I own the house. Shut up.
Yeah. This is Bears country.
This is Bears country.
This is Bears country, even though I don't have Bears stuff in my house because I'm just not that type of football fanatic. But I am a Bears fan.
He will soon, though. As soon as he kills that bear, he'll have a bearskin rug right in front of the fireplace, and then we'll be good.
The bear's already dead. It's at the camp. It's hanging over the rail.
Oh, see, there we go.
You should put like the Ditka mustache on it and the glasses like from SNL.
The Bears. I love my Bears. Don't get me wrong. I love them.
Who's gonna be driving the bus in the
Bears are.
Kentucky Derby?
The Bears.
Ditka, of course.
The Bears.
All right, well, I'd say the Bears are a real contender then.
Who's driving? Dicka's driving. Dicka's driving. Yeah, they're gonna win.
All right, let's let's take a little break. Watch
Captain's
the end of
thoughts.
the Sabres game here, and we'll be right back.
Hey, listen, February 9th, everybody, Friendly Phoes at the AKA Stone Jug, Youngstown, New York. 358 Main Street, Youngstown, New York.
You got it, buddy.
It should be a friendly time. And like you said, we can get evil on your ass too, so don't worry about it.
We'll be back.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House. The Stone Jug.
Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We're back.
We just watched the end of a nice
Sabres
little Sabres
won.
game. Nice little victory. First game back after the break.
Beautiful.
And, it's a good start to the second half of the season. Hopefully they can make the playoffs. First time in
we gotta
6
go.
years.
All right, here my sports knowledge is growing. The Super Bowl's coming up, isn't it?
Sure is, buddy.
All right.
Bingo.
I'm not totally off the mark
No,
here.
5 days there.
That is the Sunday before the Saturday that we play after.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the second biggest thing happening in February. Is the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
That's
Who's
right.
playing the halftime show?
We should be.
Yeah.
Maybe
I have no idea.
Lady Gaga again.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. I can't remember who it is, but
It might be.
nobody
Imagine-
good.
Imagine-
As
Nobody
usual.
that you can remember.
Is
Yeah.
it Imagine Dragons?
No,
they did the college. They did college. No,
Yeah,
no,
they did the college. I don't know.
I think it's crisscross.
That'd be awesome. Crisscross, make it jump.
Yeah. They're gonna wear.
Mac Daddy,
They're gonna wear a
Mac Daddy.
Patriots jersey backwards.
We walk down.
Okay.
I wonder how much they have to pay those people to all dance in the front.
Not a lot. They just give them a bracelet and say, jump around.
I guess you get a free ticket to the Super Bowl.
Jump around.
Yeah, they don't really. That'd be funny if the camera pans to the stands and everybody's just taking a piss.
I'm pretty sure that they are.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Chris Cross, can't they?
They're like,
do their
who the fuck
suspenders.
is this?
Nothing speaks to the middle of the country like Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Well, fake dives off a board.
What's going on at the Jug for the Super Bowl?
Oh.
The usual suspects, the usual atmosphere. It's the Super Bowl's fucking tough, man. Like everybody has a party, you know.
Everybody
so
usually stays home. Yeah.
I think we're gonna do 50-cent wings though, which is a big deal in this day and
Yeah.
age. I mean, wings are
In this economy,
ridiculously expensive now, and so I think we make about a nickel a wing.
We're selling them for 50. We'll make a nickel.
Back to our 1910 photos.
yeah, man, that's funny.
Yep. So
Yeah, come on, get some wings.
yeah,
That's fucking
we're
wings.
gonna have a shit ton of wings. That's for sure.
Wing jobs.
It's Maroon 5.
Maroon
He's
5
playing the Super Bowl.
We just got something from the Peanut Gallery said Maroon 5 is playing at the Super Bowl.
That's
Who
cool.
the hell is Maroon 5?
Well, you got that guy who does that show.
Oh, God. Is
It's
that the voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
boy.
Avril Lavigne.
Oh,
It's
Avril.
Avril Lavigne.
That's like a
Oh, Avril
It's
with
that-
your beautiful blonde hair.
super handsome guy with those other not so handsome guys
Yeah.
who are just so happy to still
Yeah.
be.
Is Blake Shelton still on that thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not Blake Shelton.
No, Blake, no. Well, as I was saying, but Blake Shelton's still on that, right?
Yeah. What the
I don't
hell
like
is
how
that
I
guy's
said
name?
handsome guy, and both of you were like Blake Shelton.
Well,
Yeah.
he is pretty.
You're
I mean, he is.
I'm a
Dave
sucker for a man in flannel.
Well, I was gonna say he's always got jeans and flannels on.
Dude,
you know,
he's got Gwen Stefani.
who doesn't love a guy like that?
He's got Gwen Stefani locked up. Now that bitch is badass.
Yeah.
You know.
He's doing pretty well
I
there.
heard, I don't know if this is true, but I had read that she is not a hollerback girl.
She probably isn't, but
Okay.
I did see, there's a Facebook post of her going up with Sublime and doing some,
Doing Saw Red.
Yes,
Isn't that
Saw
the
Red.
song she sang on?
Yeah, Saw Red.
Oh, yeah?
And she's jacked out of her mind on that, and it's fantastic. I mean, you just get up there. I mean, you play with Sublime, you're jacked up anyways, but, you get up there and you just do Saw Red. It's crazy. Hey, this is Gwen Stefani. You want to come up? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, why not?
And now you're banging a country dude?
I saw Gwen Stefani, no doubt, on their first tour at Red Rocks.
Oh,
yeah, you did
Red
say
Rocks.
that.
Yeah. Bush, No Doubt, and Goo Goo Dolls.
That's where she. Yeah, we did. We brought this up before because
Yeah.
she keeps every time she works with a dude, she ends up marrying him.
Right.
Bush.
Yeah. She falls in love with anybody
Yeah,
that she plays a show with.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think she was engaged to the bassist before that.
yeah, no doubt,
Right. No doubt.
no doubt.
And that is my buddy.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt.
What? I don't know. What's some stories? Some captain stories.
Yeah,
What's from the captain's log?
Ooh.
That's what we're all here for. We're all here for the
Dude,
adventures of the captain.
the captain, too. I've seen a bunch, and Captain can speak about a bunch of them.
I don't know. What's,
There's this one
what's
time
new?
at band camp.
Yeah. A lot of band camp stories.
This one time down at Squirrels Camp.
Well, actually, there was a great time down there this one time. He used to have this thing called the Drunken Fisherman.
Ooh, drunken fisherman party.
And,
are we going there, people?
Yeah, we're going to go there.
We're going to go there for this.
So-
I haven't been on the podcast in a
We,
while, so we might want to go there.
So, I drove down to that particular Drunken Fisherman with Hot Dog. So,
Jesus.
Hot Dog made the podcast twice again tonight.
Okay, one at a time here. Stop making noise. I want to hear this.
So, it's pretty much exactly what it is called. Everyone gets fucking shit faced. About 4 people actually go fishing, and
There's no beauty sleep.
and no, and so we're getting all fucked up all day, all night. My brother all day is going up the mountain with a weed whacker, clearing out spots for tents along the
Campsites.
path. So he's doing this all day, and people keep bringing him beers up on the four-wheeler, and he's just, my brother. He's just working away. So he's going, he's got all of it done. So then, it becomes a huge drunk fest. And he finally goes up to bed, and there's only about 10 of us left sitting around the fire. And all of a sudden, he's got his dog, it's a chocolate lab named Bailey. And you can hear him on the side of the mountain. Come on, bud. Come on. Get in the tent, bud. There you go. That a boy. Yep. Oh, I know. I love you too. I love you too, buddy. Yep. Okay, lay down. Nope. Bailey. I know I love you. I love you. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. Bailey. So we all start yelling up there. Hey, you think he's gonna lay down?
I'm gonna interrupt.
And
Cap.
He says nothing.
Go on.
And then this carries on for no exaggeration, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. I love you. I love you. Lay down. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. Lay down. Be a good boy.
You're not laying down, Bailey.
Yeah. So we're like, Bailey, lay down. And you hear my brother, ha, 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 ha. You guys can hear me?
That's hilarious.
It was fucking great. He's halfway up the mountain. It was hilarious.
To add to that story, Chris drove down later with our buddy Ryan Crown, and they came down later. Me and actually the Koi Man with Bailey, and I had my dog with me, and a couple of our other buddies. We got down there a night earlier when I put the Koi Man on a mission to make these campsites at this drunken fisherman party because people need to camp comfortably. You come down across a creek, go to a fire, watch fireworks show, eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want. We had 30 gallons of jungle juice and probably 10 kegs at that party, and it was a fantastic party.
It was.
But the funny thing about the story is with Koi and Bailey is, that's his pup, and he loves him. Well, the night before we got into it a little bit, and we had some cocktails and all this. Well, my dog and Bailey were both chocolate labs at the time, and they made buddies out of each other, but for some reason the night before they just weren't getting along, and the Koi Man was getting a little upset. And we're in the house, and I'm like, dude, they're dudes. They both got their nuts, man. Let them do their fucking thing. Let them fucking bark at each other. Let them fucking rustle, nestle. I go, you're getting too uptight, Koi. Don't worry about it. Do you honestly think that if they go at it, we're gonna let them go at it? So he's like, what the hell? Can't you guys just get along? And I'm like, Koi, what the fuck are you doing? All of a sudden, they're face to face on the floor by my table, by the sink, and then Koi gets down on the floor with him, and I'm like, I go,
sounds
Koi,
like my brother.
I go, Koi, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, can't you guys just get along? You guys love each other. Can't you guys just get along? I'm
friends.
like, be friends. I'm like, Koi, they're fucking dogs with nuts, dude. Let them fucking do their thing. It's been, they've been cooped up in the house. You've been making campsites. We've been out getting fucked up in the barn all day. I go, they're fine. They're fine. So to add to that story that Cap just said, it makes all sense because the night before he's laying on the ground with them saying, I love you guys. Can't you guys just get along? Can you guys snuggle with me?
Just lay down.
This is a peaceful place.
It's a peaceful place.
You got to be authoritative with a dog. You can't politely ask them to do things.
Yeah.
And a quick short story after that is, Koi did the same thing and we all heard him on the hill, but that same night, my other buddy that's in my union with me, he comes down and he likes to have a couple cocktails, and he was driving a Ford 150 at the time, a red one, and he parked it up by my mailbox on the side of the road, and we all of us got into it the one night and we had some fun, and where the fuck are the dogs? And I'm like, oh fuck, Bailey's gone. Soma's gone, and my buddy Mike Jefford's dog, fucking Tasha's gone, and I'm like, where the fuck are the dogs? So I go outside all jackknifed up the one morning, and I'm like, where the fuck are the dogs? And all of a sudden, my buddy Matty Reinick comes out, and I like to mention names because I really don't give a shit on the show. But my buddy Matty Reinick comes out, and all of a sudden, I see all 3 dogs get out of the fucking truck, and I'm like, "What the fuck did you do to the dogs?" He's like, "It was the warmest sleep I've ever had."
Cuddle up with the dogs.
Yeah.
I go.
All 3.
I go. If you molested any of my dogs or my friend's dogs, you're a dead man. He's like, "Nope. I don't even know how I got in this goddamn truck, but the dogs were in there when I got in it." I'm like, "That's outstanding,
Yeah.
buddy." And I go,
Everybody scooch.
I go, dude.
Let me in.
I go, I don't even want to know the story. All I know is all 3 jumped out safely, and they all came running back to their owners.
Yeah. It's like he's like, I am one with nature.
Speaking of nature, another little tidbit of the story is I was getting ready to go up the hill to get my brother in the morning, and I look over as I'm crossing the creek, and our buddy Silva is fucking standing in the creek, fucking with his shorts down, and a roll of toilet paper.
His own
I go,
personal
Silver, what are you doing? He goes, oh God, no, you caught me.
bidet. It's my own personal bidet, Cap.
That's funny.
Wash it up good, bud. Wash it up good.
You gotta have a clean asshole.
Oh man, it was quite a sight.
Like this beautiful, serene nature.
Yeah.
And then just a buffalo-shaped guy taking a shit.
Yep, exactly.
Such a
And he's a buffalo-shaped guy for sure.
All of us are.
All of us.
We shouldn't be nude in the woods. That's ridiculous.
No, we really shouldn't.
It was a beautiful.
None of us.
It was a beautiful creek till Silver got into it.
Yeah, it really was. Natural spring water.
Taking a dump.
Crayfish were
With
coming
one
up to
big
eat.
silver dump in it.
Goddamn minnows were swimming for their lives.
Yeah, he changed the ecosystem.
He
They all
did.
started eating his shit.
I don't
Plunk.
I don't think minks visited that creek for a year after.
We went back the next year. All the fish were twice the size. They all grew a bunch of crazy eyeballs.
Jesus, there's protein in this.
Yep. They all had red mustaches.
Quickie time.
There was one time. I mean, the yelling at the tent thing kind of reminded me of it. Me and a bunch of my friends all went to some show or something we were camping out after, and I was in my own tent. I like to have my own little world, and they were all like scattered around near us. And at the end of the night, we're all going to bed. Everybody's shouting shit at each other from different tents.
Hallucinogenics are a bad thing.
You're all just shouting at each other from the tents, making crazy noises. And at one point, I was beat, and I was like, I'm just going to stop. And I just stopped responding. And then it divulged into like, yo, Therm.
You okay?
Thurman. And then it turned into
Yelling.
what sounded like at least 30 people. Thurman! Thurman, wake! And I'm sitting there like smiling with this devilish grin because I'm like, I know everybody's just yelling my name. And I'm like, I'm just going to be quiet and listen to this. And it got crazier and crazier. We're just total strangers are like, Thurman! Thurman! And then it all died down and got real quiet. And I heard my buddy Kevin go, yo, you dead?
Are you dead, bud?
And I was just like,
Nah, I'm good.
like it was so funny to just get quiet and like I knew I was causing this ruckus to happen without even doing anything.
Ooh, red ruckus.
Just being quiet. And it, Thurman! Thurman! It was great.
Are you dead, buddy?
Yo, you dead?
Don't die on me, my friend. Don't die on me.
It was just like, yep.
We got a lot of things to do in the future, kid. Don't die.
Yo, bitch, you dead? Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
You know, we should keep that drunken fisherman thing going because there's a couple epic things that haven't been spoken about. There was one party, and actually Capper was there for that, and I put on a fireworks show that was probably better than the fucking Lewiston fireworks. And, you know, you get crazy people come down to these things, but, you know, I had a buddy, and he's a fantastic fucking cook. And we're, you know, we did our thing for feeding everybody and all that, and it's getting late in the day, you know, about 4:35ish, and you know, people are jackknifed up off the Jungle Juice, riding four-wheelers, screaming and yelling on the hill. You know, Shifty's still probably making freaking campsites for everybody. There's only 30, 40 people there, but we got 75 campsites. But you keep the kid going. But so, long story short, is this truck pulls up along the side of my road, and they're like, "Is this the drunken fisherman party?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" And they're like, "We're from Lockport." I go, yeah. We found a flyer on a post out there. I go, you found a fucking flyer? I go, you found a flyer on a fucking telephone post about my party down here? I go, what's in the truck? He goes, we're meat delivery men.
Come on in.
I go, you're meat fucking delivery men. He goes, yeah. I go, what kind of fucking meat you got in that frozen thing in the back? He's like, you name it, we got it. I go, Shane Hockenberry, get your ass out here. Whatever these motherfuckers have to offer, take it from them, bring them in, give them a beer, give them some jungle juice. They're allowed to stay. We are clearing this truck out, and we're having a fucking feast. This kid had T-bones, porterhouses, lobster tails, shrimp. I mean, we ate like fucking kings, and we still have like 5-6 kegs to go, and probably I'd say like 15 gallons left of jungle juice. The motherfuckers sucked these dudes in, and we just ate everything out of the truck pretty much. And they're like, this is one of the best goddamn parties we've ever been to. I was like, well, there's only been 3 of them, and they're probably legendary. I don't know if I can do any more. It could be jail time for me. But anyways, that was a short story because that really happened. A person found a flyer on a telephone pole in Lockport and showed up an hour and a half later at a frickin' party where they know nobody just to sell meat.
Just to sell meat, and
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
Meat.
they sold the meat.
Yep.
They're probably like, this seems like a barbecue type.
They
place.
really didn't sell that much meat. We just took it.
No, they actually went out of business.
Oh.
Uncle
Poor guys.
Uncle Squirrely here got them so fucked up they didn't even know how to get home the next day. We stole every goddamn thing out of their truck.
Yeah.
You hoodwinked.
They're like, did anyone get any money for any of that meat?
No, you didn't. But you had the time of your life at a drunken fisherman party.
That's right.
That's funny. That's like, when you see the food truck pull up outside of the club at night, and everybody it's like Jesus came down. Just, and you guys are like, you have a truck full of meat?
Yeah.
When you have top of the line like porterhouses.
We got it.
Oh yeah, porterhouses, T-bones. I mean, you top of the line.
I've gotten
shit.
those. What the fuck? What is the mail order? You get a package, and it's like a
Omaha-
styrofoam
Omaha
steaks.
Omaha
yeah,
steak.
Those
Yeah.
are the shit.
The shit's good too.
Hell yeah.
It's good. It's pricey as fuck, but it's good as fuck. But I kill all my stuff, so I'm good.
So it saved you a trip.
Well,
It saved you some.
No, we
bullshit.
still robbed them. I mean, I could have
Yeah.
brought. I think the night before we did a whole concoction of wild turkey, deer meat. Whatever I like to kill, I just eat it anyway. I haven't bought a
Well, that's
steak from
good,
the store in like 12 years.
That's good, man.
Cap knows. Cap knows all about that stuff. When he
I
lived
do.
with me, we ate like fucking kings.
I sure did.
I'd either cook or he'd cook, and it was fantastic. Anyways, Friendly Phoes, February 9th.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have some meat. I
Get your-
guess.
yeah, you're gonna hear
Meat stick.
You're gonna hear the meat
Yeah.
stick. That's for sure.
Oh,
If
man.
any of you never heard Meat Stick, it's a fantastic /reggae/ blow your mind fucking song that leads into another beautiful song that we're not going to tell you about.
Space
but
reggae, yeah.
it's some space reggae, and it's played in many different tunes, fast, slow.
We're gonna get a T-shirt gun.
Yes,
And
we're gonna
shoot it point blank.
We're gonna shoot Japanese T-shirts out to you.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna fill it with.
Miso
hot dogs.
chica
From
chican
5
na
feet away.
chican na chican na chican.
That's funny, man.
Yep.
Yeah, the second. What else? What else is going on in the world? Anything else we got to hit before we call this one?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff going on in the world.
Yeah, we don't
There
care
is,
about most
but
of it.
Yeah, most of it's not really that interesting.
It's pretty boring lately. You know what I like to do? I like to go to camp and ride snowmobiles a lot. And
That's fun.
And both of you need to get down there at some point in this quick short winter that we're going to have probably and get
Yeah,
on these.
we did have some good times down there. I remember going out and tracking that one deer that you
Oh,
hit.
Jesus.
You hit a deer, so we went out to
Yeah.
track it,
Yeah.
and we're following the blood in the snow.
Oh, Christ.
And like everyone's got to be dead quiet, and then from behind you just hear just opening beers. And everyone's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
We're
Like,
trailing.
We're
It's just one beer. Calm
Yeah.
down.
A few minutes later, the next guy.
What's the point of trailing a deer at night if you ain't got a beer in your hand with spotlights? The only guy that can't hold a beer is the guy that shot the fucker, which was me, but I was still drinking them anyways. I don't give a fuck. You know. That was a very, very fun night because I had my partner in crime here in Phriendly Phoes, but we had our other good buddy with us, Stevie LaBarber, and they were kind of going through a bad time with a friend passing and whatnot. And I'm like, why don't you guys come down to camp and just chill out with me for a couple of days? And we had the time of our lives. I had another old buddy with me, a hunting buddy, and I actually ended up shooting a deer, which was fantastic because these motherfuckers have never even seen a dead deer or anything shot before. And,
oh, wow.
And I'm like, I go, guess what? This crazy-ass red-headed motherfucking squirrel bastard just shot a motherfucking deer, and you guys are going to come up and trail the bitch with me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't wait. I've never seen two kids jump up so fast and get boots on and whatever the hell they could put on to get it in that wood so quickly.
Get a backpack full of beers?
Backpack full of beers. I'm like, I go, there's two things to this. You carry beers and you listen to the directions. Sometimes if you don't listen,
it is crazy. It's like we were, it's the middle of the night. We're out in the middle of the woods, but
black.
You know where the fuck you're going.
Dude.
I'm lost. I would be dead if I was alone.
I would be dead.
And then we come out and there's the snowmobiles. Like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yes, I've been told
reading the stars.
I've been told that quite a bit. Like I don't use lights when I go hunting. I walk in the dark. I come out in the dark, and people are like, "You are fucking absolutely insane." And I'm like,
that's pretty nuts.
I go, dude, I will not get you lost. Like, I mean, this whole past winter, I went up summer/fall, early fall. I did bear hunting in the Adirondacks. You got to have a compass up there, or you're gonna die. But where I'm at, I take my friends out in the pitch black with no things, and I'll bring them right back to goddamn trail to get to home safe. Because you know what's waiting at the end of that safeness? Beers and fun.
So you just follow your intuition.
Follow me wherever
Beers
I go.
and fun feels this way.
Fun.
It must be this way.
Beers and fun.
Beers and fun, which there will be plenty of.
On February 9th. If you can't tell, this whole podcast is promoting this fucking Phriendly Phoes show. You better get here.
And if that's it. Maybe a bear will show up. Maybe you'll get to see him shoot a bear.
I might wear
Hopefully.
I still have time to go to camp. I might wear the bearskin for the fucking show.
There you go.
If I come out in a bearskin dress, watch the fuck out.
The donuts on it?
Because Red Rucus is probably going to go Ruckus on you.
You put it on like fucking Barney Rubble.
Oh, yeah, I can wear that.
It's your loincloth.
Listen, the head fits right over my face, so we're good.
Perfect.
So there's a bear playing percussion?
Yeah.
Like an actual
You could
bear?
see a nasty-ass bear. You could see a nasty-ass black bear percussionist playing. It would be probably the greatest thing you ever seen in your life, and be looking at it the next week like, what the fuck just happened?
We should do shit like that. That would really freak people out.
You just got mind-fucked.
Right?
You got mind-fucked by the Phriendly Phoes.
All right, yeah. So the 9th.
Yep.
The
Come on
ninth it
out.
is.
Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Keep telling the world. Keep spreading the word, I guess.
Yes. Everybody spread it.
Because we don't. If you haven't noticed, we don't fuck with Facebook that much.
No, I don't even know how to. I've been trying to create an event for everybody. I apologize. I'm not very computer inclined or anything like that. I do live in the woods. I kill a bunch of shit, but I play a mean ass drum and do other crazy shit.
So we need you, the people, to spread the word.
That's right.
If you ever look at my Facebook profile under Peter Schreiber, just look at the thing and come. I mean, because I'm never going to create an event because I don't know how, and I don't want to know how.
We're creating an event that's not. The event is created.
It's
we don't
created.
need.
We got flyers.
Yeah.
You can look for a flyer on a telephone post because I'm going to staple them everywhere.
There you go.
If you're meat delivery.
If you want the guys from the Lockport Meat Delivery, I don't know how to get a hold of them anymore, but I'm sure they will tell you about the Drunken Fisherman show they went to.
And Lockport Meat Delivery is the band that'll be opening for us.
It's like the Lockport Outdoor Show.
All right, so February 9th. Everybody be there.
Come on.
Everybody spread the word.
Phriendly Phoes.
And we'll see you soon.